Hey, how you doing, YouTube? I had a few requests to get an instructional how-to video to make this little homemade jerry-rigged pole I made for the cameras. I wouldn't call this an instructional video. This is not a professional video. This is just done with a little camera I have. Just gonna show you what I did, and you can use your ingenuity and figure out how to make yours, but I'll show you what I did. This is a Delkin. Let's see the brand here. I don't know if this will focus. Oh, excuse my video quality. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just using my camera here. Delkin is a brand, D-E-L-K-I-N. Search that on Amazon. I found this triple suction cup mount system. All this that you see right here. It's a little pricey, around 70-80 bucks, but it is really strong, well worth it. A lot of metal parts, good joints here, metal joints. It's not all plastic, so it's really firm and strong. You can tighten and loosen and adjust it. You can see how it's designed. It's pretty multifunctional. You can angle it which way and that. The neck right here is a little bent, but I just slapped this on here. It's not even on right now, just to show you guys. I only suction cup this down to hold it, but it's a little angled. That's a high stress point. I'd like to keep that neck straight, so that way when you're on the road and bouncing G-force left and right, that won't snap off. But these are the single suction cup mounts by Delkin. I'm sure you can use GoPro. GoPro is the only, well, I use two brands that some cheap made in China, $5-6 ones on eBay. Do not get them. They'll be good for a good monopod. Put your camera on top of this right here, but they are not good for what we're using for right here. They will fly off. This thing right here, you can see this little U thing. You can just go to the hardware store. It comes with the plates right here and the bolts, tighten it up. That's how I affixed this pole to these suction cup mounts. And this thing right here, you can buy this. I'm sorry if this doesn't focus right or not, guys. But you see this thing? This is at the hardware store in the same aisle also. It's hollow. See that? So I can thread. I left one of this off so I can show you guys. See, this is a standard camera mount screw. Delkin makes it for the camera, regular cameras, not necessarily GoPro, but as you can see here, I have a Sony which has a camera mount screw. If I take this GoPro adapter thing off, it screws right onto that. So it's a little more universal. You can get adapters to work with GoPro stuff. Let's see, there you go. The aftermarket is pretty deep, so you can use your ingenuity and figure out connections. Just try not to make it weak like this. I need to fix that. This is also plastic, so that promotes some of the wobble I have. If I can replace this section with something more firm, I think it'll prevent the wobble even more. I'm surprised that's still holding up. But anyways, you see this thing? It fits perfectly. See, it screws right on. See that? I also use metal washers to make it a little bit more firm, because you can see this is foam and soft and grippy. That may cause a little flex. You know, this will stab into it a little more. So I got metal washers here and there to help with the rigidity. But that's it. You just buy this little U thing, and you buy this little big lug nut looking thing. They come in packs of 2 or so. You just go to any hardware store. But these are the Delkin single mounts. This is a Delkin triple mount. And you can see I have it set up right now, kind of like where it aims to, like this. This is what you see on the car when you drive. I don't know if you've seen a couple of my videos are like that. Now this thing right here, I didn't plan on getting this, but as I was in that same aisle getting the other hardware, this thing came up in one of the drawers. It's this one long bolt with these 2 little flat piece of metal. I don't know. But anyways, I put some washers underneath it. Washers with a little rubber urethane or whatever the heck it is for the grip, and then I just tighten them down. I just put another bolt. They actually, this is the nut. You can see this thing right here. I think it was called locking something. But anyways, you see that screws on and screws off, and I got the little rubber. I'm sorry guys, I'm bad at focusing. See that? So it kind of grips, maybe absorbs some of the road vibration, I don't know. But this bolt is the exact same threading and whatnot as that, and it fits right into any camera. Whatever the standard threading system is for these cameras, like the camera I'm using, you know, the little screw on the bottom, the little screw here. You know what, let me unscrew this to show you. Okay, you see that? That standard screw there, the bolt, the standard screw hole for all these cameras is the same. That's the same threading. That's these camera mounts, Delkin suction cup camera mounts. And then this, they all happen to be the same threading, so it makes it very convenient to, you know, mix it up, switch, yada yada yada. This is a GoPro bar mount. I think it was made for like bicycles, but you can see how it clamps on the GoPro. See that? And I can mount either the Sony camera, just using a GoPro adapter, or the GoPro itself. I prefer the Sony because it has steady shot. I don't know if you've seen on my videos. The car looks like it's torquing, but the scenery is very steady. Because this thing wobbles still. It has a lot of play. It can move around like this. But the Sony cuts that out. But I don't know, I'm not a professional videographer, but it causes the static object, this pole in the car, to look like it's bouncing when it's got the whole scenery looking all steady. But anyways, that's that. This pole, if you look at it, it's an extendable utility pole, squeegee pole. You go to the hardware store around the cleaning section where you buy the big brooms, deck brushes. Pretty much this pole you can clean windows with. You can buy squeegee attachment. Another pole comes in here, so it stretches out, and then you have like a squeegee in it. It's so that we can clean big, large windows reaching up high. That's exactly what this pole is. I'm just using the bottom part. It's all aluminum, so it's really lightweight. But the thing is, it's lightweight, but it's wobbly. Yes, I can make the contact point of this further down, so it's less wobbly, right? Basic, what, physics, mechanics, engineering, whatever the hell. But then that means I'd have to fix the whole pole closer to the car. I don't get this distance further away from the car, given a better better picture results that I want. So I have to kind of fix it kind of close. So I'll show you a little diagram what I plan on doing next. I plan on filling this in with 2-part polyurethane or something like Gorilla Glue, I guess. Something liquid that can shoot all the way in here, and it'll fill up, solidify, and make the pole a little more rigid, but yet it's still a little lightweight. Another thing I saw in the professional guys that actually, I guess, I don't know if they rigged it or bought it. I can't seem to Google and find one to buy something like this, unless it's some professional equipment, I guess. But I'm gonna drill a hole somewhere in the middle. Okay, the hole, and put a little bar, lightweight bar, and then I'm gonna drill holes on each end. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tether it. I'm gonna use a steel cable that it goes up to the top of the pole and down, and then I can tighten it on which end. Just tighten it so that way that steel pole up here, and then the triangular shaped wire, and then gets tighter and tighter. It's like a, I guess the physics of it would be like a suspension bridge. It would make this a little more rigid. It can't bounce up and down as much. I'm sure it can go left and right, but like I said, this is version 1. This is what I came up with. I'm sure that you guys can use this knowledge I gave you and make a even better one. Please let me know what you did. Oh, and also right now I have it fixed where the camera's upside down. But you know, you can always use any video editor and flip the image so that way it looks right side up. But just like you just adjust this around, mess around with this to where you get the results on my other video where it's chasing the car, so the pole's angled up a little higher.